is such a late kickoff. This game don't start until 10:15, and I wish they were starting earlier. But at the same time, I get it. If you're ESPN, you already got obviously Tennessee, Oklahoma playing. You have some of the top games playing at 7, so I get it. But this is going to be such a good game, and it's at Utah in prime time. It's a tough environment and atmosphere for obviously Cincinnati. I think in their first true big road test, obviously they played Nebraska, but that was at Kansas City, Missouri, neutral field. But this is going to be a true road test because with everything with Utah, their fans always pack it out. The fans give it a college like atmosphere. Now the biggest question for Utah is their star quarterback did not play in their previous game, and that's Devon Dampier. So will he be ready to go in this game? Obviously, for the Utes, will he be back, or will they have to kind of depend on somebody else in that situation? Right, Devon Dampier has been great. Will it be Brendan Ficklin again, right? 278 yards and 3 touchdowns this year. Or will they turn to kind of somebody else? That's the biggest question going into this game for me. If you're a Utah Ute fan, like who's going to be the guy? And then, can their edge rusher, who's one of the best in the country, John Henry Daly, can he be a guy that disrupts Brendan Sorsby and be able to cook that defensive or that cook that offensive line? 9.5 sacks this year. He's a disruptor. He creates a lot of pressure. Strong defensive front for Utah, and they can give you havoc and give you problems. It's going to be an interesting dynamic to watch there to see if Utah can make some noise defensively and really slow down a high-powered attack. Brendan Sorsby has 843 yards passing. They can run the ball, and the key in that one, the reason why you almost want to lean Utah, no Evan Pryor in that game, right? They're going to lean on Tyree Walker, who's averaging 466 yards in this game. So no Pryor for Cincinnati. So I feel like, to me, that creates more pressure on Sorsby. Do they have enough depth to be without Pryor in this game in order to kind of mix it up and take it away? With that and the audience and how prolific of an offense Utah has, averaging 477 yards per game, 306 or 267 on the ground, I feel like that almost bows in the favor of Utah. Now, both obviously could be without some of their big players. If obviously Devon Dampier doesn't play, I'm going Cincinnati. But if he does play, I feel like Utah can pull off that upset. But again, I won't know, obviously, their injury report until I think tomorrow is probably when they release it. So it's interesting. I'm going to roll with Cincinnati in this one. I think they can pull it off, get a big victory on the road. But if Devon Dampier plays, I'm going to go Utah. I think they can pull off the upset, man. But this is a kind of a head scratcher a little bit, kind of a toss-up game between two pretty good teams in the Big 12. And really a statement game for Utah. Got to win. You can't lose. You're 3-2 in the Big 12 already. Can't take too many losses if you want to make a CFP, right? Cincinnati, you're in a good spot. If you lose this game, it's not over for you. You are, I think, ranked 17th, but you still have everything in front of you in the Big 12 championship potentially ahead. And remember, Texas Tech and obviously BYU plays in November, so that's going to be a big game that sways things too. So Cincinnati sitting good in a good spot. Utah must-win game for you, but I'm going to go Cincinnati and the Bearcats with the win on the road. Close game, 24-21 over Utah.